In 2016, when Texas tried to stop transgender students from using the bathroom of their choice, there were protests, press conferences, and a whole lot of anger directed towards the state elected officials. But one mom tried something different. She invited Attorney General Ken Paxton to have dinner at her house with her 8-year-old transgender son. Amber Briggle told the 19th recently that Paxton and her son washed up together in the bathroom before dinner. She said he turns around and looks and says, "This is nice. It's been a while since I had kids this age." But more than 5 years later, Paxton has helped set in motion a targeting of families with trans kids unlike anything experts or lawyers say they've ever seen. And the Briggles are now caught in the crossfire. According to their attorney, they are one of several families who are being investigated for child abuse for providing gender-affirming medical care to their children. They said in a statement provided by their lawyer, raising a transgender child in Texas has been one long political emergency. It always seemed like this day would come. Now it has arrived. In late February, Paxton issued a non-binding legal opinion that equated certain gender-affirming medical treatment with child abuse. Governor Greg Abbott then issued a letter directing the state's child welfare agency to investigate any reported instances of these abusive procedures. While most gender-affirming care focuses on social transition, allowing a child to express their gender how they'd like, some transgender children take puberty blockers, a completely reversible medical treatment that's prescribed for a wide range of situations beyond transition. Since Abbott's letter, the Texas Tribune has been able to confirm that Child Protective Services has opened investigations into at least 5 families, and the real number may be much higher. The Briggle family said that in their statement that a CPS caseworker interviewed them and their children and inspected their house. The statement read, "We showed her all the food in our cabinets, the kids' artwork on the walls, the toys, books, and games in the family room, the gardens and trampoline in the backyard, the beds piled with blankets and stuffed animals. It was impossible for her to not feel the love in our home." The investigator told them they were clearly doing something right, according to the statement. But nonetheless, the investigation remains open. Later in their statement, they stated, "We are a family you would want to place a foster child with, not the family whose children should become foster kids themselves. And yet the government is attempting to rip our family apart because we love our children unconditionally. Is this who we are, America?" A lawsuit filed by the American Civil Liberties Union of Texas and Lambda Legal has managed to block one of these investigations from proceeding with a temporary restraining order. A judge is set to consider a statewide injunction on Friday, though that hearing is stayed at the moment while Paxton appeals the restraining order. The Briggle family, in their statement, called on people in Texas and around the country to push back against these policies, saying, "We need you to not normalize the state terrorism through your silence. Just don't wring your hands. We need you to draw a line here. It is not acceptable that some Americans have to flee their homes to secure their civil rights. Stop telling us to move. Help us." For LGBTQ mental health support, call the Trevor Project's 24/7 toll-free support line at 866-488-7386. You can also reach a trained crisis counselor through the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline by calling 800-273-8255 or texting 741-741. Thank you for watching. Please be sure to visit us at rawstory.com, and if you'd like to see more of the Raw Report, please like and subscribe, and join others who like their news raw too.